Oh hey there. That was weird. Hey guys, and I'm doing a review on Batman 0 Year issue 22. It's the second part of the 0 Year arc, and I bought this for $3.99 at my local comic book shop. So I didn't get a chance to review Batman 0 Year, but I'm really sorry, you guys. But here is my review, which is a continuation of that comic on the second 0 Year. So, as always, the first part of this review is going to be 110% spoiler-free. And I'll warn you guys before I spoil anything. So, this comic, I definitely do recommend it. I've seen a lot of complaints on the 0 Year story arc. I actually like it. It also has kind of these short stories at the end of the comic, which I really enjoy, and I think the art for those is just out of this world. I love Scott Snyder, and I have faith in just about everything Scott Snyder does, and he's going to be at the Boston Comic Con, and I am really excited for that. And this dives into, in case you don't know, it dives into Batman's kind of backstory, like what he did before, like when he was just becoming Batman, and this kind of goes over his feuds with the Red Hood, and I actually think it's very interesting. I actually do really recommend it. I really liked it. Like I said, there are a lot of complaints about it online, so it might be kind of one of those things that's a love it or hate it type deal. I recommend this. I think you guys should pick it up, especially if you're a really big Batman fan. So that's my overall opinion, and I'm going to be going into the spoiler zone. So I'm going to give you guys kind of a moment of silence to X out in case you guys don't want any spoilers. And in this moment of silence, I'm actually going to ask a question, because I got a really good suggestion on one of my other videos. Wish I could say what it was. But I got a suggestion that maybe instead of doing the moment of silence, I should do shout-outs or something. And I actually think that's a really good idea. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments below, and thank you to, that was actually written on my Teen Titans issue 21 review, and thank you to AK470000 for suggesting that. So that was my overall opinion, and yeah, let's get into the spoiler zone. I really need dramatic music to play during this instead of just staring at the camera like an idiot. Moving forward. So, opening up the comic, this comic, I actually really do like the backstory with Red Hood and the Red Hood. And by the way, the Red Hood, it's not Jason Todd yet. Just clearing that up for anyone who doesn't know that. But yeah, the disguises in this story arc of Bruce's are endless. He disguises himself as the Penguin, just tons of people that aren't himself. So he wants Bruce Wayne in the story arc to remain dead, and he just kind of wants to live as his vigilante self. He says Bruce Wayne is too much of a distraction to bring back to life, which Alfred is not at all pleased about. Now, the Red Hood actually gets almost impressed by Bruce's antics and actually offers to have him be a part of the Red Hood gang, which Bruce refuses. It even flashes back to Bruce's childhood where he falls down into the cave. And I think that's actually, anyway, this is a really cool shot. It shows Bruce running away while tons of bats are attacking him. And in this, Bruce and Alfred actually have an argument where, because the Red Hood gang is using Wayne Enterprises equipment and adjusting it to become murder weapons, Alfred says to Bruce, calls Bruce pretty much a coward, and says, "You fight as a ghost, and you let Bruce Wayne rot. Even as Wayne Enterprises, your family's legacy to this city is being run by a sad, angry man with no purpose but glory." And in case you guys don't know, in this story arc, Bruce's uncle Philip has taken over Wayne Enterprises and is running it side by side. You guessed it, the man who is soon to become the Riddler. I said that weird. The Riddler, not the Riddler. The Widower. He's the widower. Solve his riddles. And then he says, you refuse to return to your home, thinking it's apart from Gotham, yet the lifeblood of the city runs beneath that house. I mean, for goodness sake, the Red Hood gang is now using Wayne Industries weapons. If that sentence alone doesn't open your eyes to your blunder here, then I think your parents, well, I think they'd be ashamed. Dang, Alfred. Which Bruce then responds by calling Alfred a coward, and Alfred responds to that by smacking Bruce. Both of them seem shocked by the action, and Alfred leaves, and Bruce lets him. Later on, Bruce's Uncle Philip reveals to the media that Bruce is alive. And I'm actually not going to spoil the ending because I think it's an interesting read, but I really like this short story, and it's called That One Time. And this is the artwork I was talking about earlier. So this short story, I'm not going to spoil it either, but it's super interesting, and the next installment of it is Deathmatch Fight Club. So I actually think the ending little short stories, that series they have going on, is also worth a read. So don't just skip those, because I really like them. How many times did I say really in that? That is my review on Batman Year Zero. And I recommend it. I actually really liked it. I think the whole backstory with the Riddler is very interesting. And if you do any reviews on any of the comics I review, or any comics in general, just put them as a video response and I'll watch them. So thank you guys for watching this video. Have a terrific day. And I actually have another question. Did you guys catch the new series Beware the Batman, or Beware of the Batman? I want to catch it, but I heard from a few people it's good, a few people that it's not so good. So maybe I'll watch it and do a review on it, since I seem to be reviewing everything nowadays. Reviews on Pop-Tarts coming next, folks. That is my review. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a terrific day. Bye, everyone!